guys, welcome back to another episode of the Q1 FY26 result, where we see which companies has done good, which company has posted decent result, and which companies have done either it's turning into a poison or is a shit company, you can tell. Okay, so in today's episode we're going to be talking about all those companies जिसका result आया on the 21st of July. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll go in an order. I will go from I'll start with the companies that has performed good, then decent, and then poison, and then the last one we will cover is the shit companies that are there. Okay, so the first company, I would say the good company in a way, you can tell, which has posted a good set of numbers and there is a lot of positive news that is coming up, is Eternal, also commonly called as Zomato, right? So Eternal ka kya, if you look at Eternal ka business, right, in a simple way, Eternal has three subsegments over here. The first is aapka food delivery business, which is Zomato. The other one is your Blinkit, which is your quick commerce. Then they have this Going Out, which is this ticketing platform which they acquired from Paytm, which they renamed it as District. And the last one is the B2B business called as Hyperpure, which is similar to providing this raw materials for this restaurant kind of business. Okay, now here is the thing. The first, if you talk about it, the one and the most important thing for Zomato is because Eternal, sorry, I keep talking Zomato, is since you see, right, companies like this, this new age startups, whether it is Zomato, whether it is Swiggy, whether it is Ixigo, all these platform businesses mainly, they got listed at a very absurd valuation. There is no denying over that. So now when you're listing at an absurd valuation, see, one thing that is over here, it is a high growth, high P engine. So it becomes very evident, that you have to maintain that high pace of, sales growth that is there, that high, whatever you've been doing. So now if you see, Eternal, if you look at it, the sales that is there has grown very fantastically at 70%. Okay. And over here, I know a lot of people emphasize on PAT, right? Like, they're like, oh, PAT, PAT is literally vanished over here. PAT is not at all there. PAT, I think for this year, this quarter, Q1 of FY26 is hardly 25 crore, in that range. And they look at it, what was Q1 FY25 ka PAT and with Q1 FY26, and they form a negative opinion over here, which, I would say it is a wrong way to look at a company, especially a company like Eternal. Because Eternal ka, the entire thing, see, Eternal ka first started with that Zomato ka food delivery business, which let me tell you right now, it is good for nothing right now. Okay, the pace of growth has come down, that engine is good for nothing basically. The entire Zomato ka game, the entire Eternal ka game is coming down to one thing and one thing only: Blinkit. How fast can you scale up Blinkit? How fast can you capture market share? Now, यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा था in Blinkit में, right, the entire quick commerce का industry अगर आप देखते हो, there is high competitive intensity, right? Because you've got Flipkart, you've got Amazon, you've got Big Basket, everybody's entering that space because that is where the trend is, right? Like, think about it, our habit has changed, from waiting for a 1 day, 2 day delivery from Amazon. Now we need an 8-minute delivery. It's like, it's no denying over here. It's no denying that Blinkit has, completely overturned how we look at, shopping. And it is also taking away the market share from the Kirana stores and, this huge supermarket that is there. A good example you can see is Osaya Hypermart, right? They were growing really well, but you see in the last, I think, a couple of quarters or like 6 months since this entire quick commerce ka fire has been caught on to people, you see over there also, right, all these supermarket are posting very flat result over here. So there is no denying कि यहाँ पे habit का change हो रहा है from a people का perspective, if you have to talk about. Now quick commerce के एक catch था, what is that is, since now see, they have two options over here. Either you protect your margin in quick commerce but don't do expansion, but ultimately lose the game over here because the competitors will scale their business, they will capture the market share. The other thing is, you scale it up so rapidly, right? You scale up, eat the market share of every single competitors that is there, but you compromise on your margins. You do not know when the margins will turn up to. And Blinkit, that is there, they chose the second route. They chose कि like, ठीक है, this year we are going to do aggressive, मतलब पागल के जैसे हम we are going to open up our dark stores. In fact, right, उनका last time, if you look at it, last year, I think the dark store was 600 or 500 short, and they wanted to scale it up to 1,000 dark stores, I think it was 1,000 stores, and they wanted to scale it up to 2,000 stores, by this December 25 that is there, right? And they were very clear about it, like, see, I have to do this, we have to, increase the dark stores, we have to capture the market share. Here it is first come, first serve, you have to get the first mover advantage, but the caveat over here is, the catch-22 situation over here is, we will have to compromise on the margin. Whatever the EBITDA, our EBITDA turned positive, whatever profitability we made via the food delivery business, everything is going to go, because obviously now आप think about it, you are literally expanding आपका stores जो है, you are doubling the store count, right? आपका dark store, and each store count, let me tell you, every dark store, it will take 1 crore per store for them. Think about it, 1000 stores आपको you have to put it, 1000 crore चाहिए आपको for doing all these things, and you have to pay your deliveries, you have this pickup upfront cost and everything, and they were okay with it. And they had told also in the last call कि like, bhai, forget about the margins, we do not know when our margins will come back up. Very very positive update right now is, if you see, one is उनका quick commerce का जो है, right, quick commerce business का अगर आप देखते हो, the NOV, right, NOV is nothing but आपका जो GOV का metric है, which we always talk in any platform business, whatever the GOV is minus discount is your NOV, which is your net order value. Okay, NOV that is there in Q1 FY26 grew by 127%, which is a huge mark, because if you look at it, even in the last quarter also, they grew around, I think, 103-113% in that range. It has increased from there. The second thing over here is, see, whenever you talk about this NOV, usually in the summer and the rainy season, this entire sales थोड़ा सा बिगड़ जाता है, थोड़ा सा the monsoon का वजह से थोड़ा बिगड़ जाता है, because space of growth थोड़ा कम हो जाता है, because यहाँ पे when you have extreme summer, when you have extreme monsoon जो होता है ना, when you have lot of rains, delivery the delivery riders that are there, they are not available. Obviously कौन बारिश के टाइम में कौन delivery करना चाहते हैं, and think about it, right, summer time also. So in spite of the seasonality, they have done that NOV का 127%. If you talk about their B2C का NOV, which is if you combine the Zomato का food delivery district and if you combine the Blinkit, total NOV अगर आप देखते हो for the B2C side of the business, that has grown by 55%. Now, like I told you, what is the most interesting factor over here is, one, competitive intensity has always been there, it has always increased, it is continuing to increase over here. On top of that, in spite of this highly competitive environment, इनका जो store count है, they have been top notch. They've added 243 stores in this quarter, and the total store right now is 1556, and they are very well on track to reach the 2000 stores. But the most fun part over here is, उनका जो EBITDA margin side was negative 2.8% in the last quarter, ठीक है, in Q4. In spite of this aggressive store expansion, उनका जो margins है, it is the EBITDA margins are turning better, because last time it was minus 2.8, this time it is minus 1.5. So this, I would say, in spite of highly competitive industry, in spite of the aggressive store expansion आप कर रहे हो ना, the fact that you're able to gain market share and protect your margins, आपका margins better हो रहा ही है, because see, what was the guidance told by them, कि like, forget the margins तो आने वाला नहीं है. In spite of that, these people have done, right, कि like, really good show, ठीक है. अगर हम फूड डिलीवरी बिजनेस का बात करें, फूड डिलीवरी का NOV जो है, it grew by 13%. By the way, this is the first quarter where the quick commerce that is there has overgrown or overtaken the food delivery business. Until now, food delivery business was still a huge thing for them, but for the first time, the NOV of the food delivery business on a quarter basis grew faster than that of the food delivery business. Food delivery का NOV अगर आप देखते हो, QOQ it grew by, I think, around 8%, versus quick commerce का QOQ NOV grew by 25%. So this is a huge thing. I'll tell you something, food delivery can never go back probably to that 20% at least in this year, because पूरा softness in demand है and everything. Even Dipinder Goyal also told the same thing कि like, इस साल शायद food delivery business जो है, maximum NOV you can see over here is 15%. Maybe from FY27 you can see probably 20% kind of NOV. Other than that, no. So the entire game over here, for any kind of this platform, whether it is Zomato, whether it is Swiggy, it comes down to one thing. The entire game is over here is quick commerce. Who's going to scale it faster? Who's going to capture market share? In fact, if you look at it, right, I think Swiggy का numbers will come. You will be able to compare. Zomato, I बार मैं Zomato बोल रही हूँ. Eternal has always been ahead of Swiggy, by a huge mile, by a huge curve, right? There has been no doubt about it, whether it is in terms of store expansion, whether it is in terms of NOV, whether it is in terms of your average order value. Every single thing Zomato has been leading the race, that is there. So all in all, a very good set of numbers over here, that is there. Very positive update considering the EBITDA का जो है, it is turning positive. Hopefully they are able to do so in this year only, right? Hopefully they'll be able to do. But again, when asked about it also, they told कि like again घुमा फिरा के वही बोला कि like our EBITDA का जो journey जो है, जो profitability का journey जो है, it might not be linear. Maybe this quarter, yes, we have done, but there can be bumps up and down depending on how our stores works and everything. If it weren't for this aggressive expansion, or probably they would have turned profitable already, and it would have added to the bottom line. But unfortunately, the game right now, it is different. So overall, a good update, I would say, from I would say from Eternal, right? That it's a very very good update. And focus over here on the quick commerce part. Like I told you, the food delivery business is good for nothing. Quick commerce is everything over here. Okay, so that's that. Obviously, I do understand. I know a lot of people will go off in the comment section, like valuation, bolke. But here is the thing, right? How do you value a company like Zomato? Like you can't, if you do the traditional method of that you're doing, unfortunately, then there is nothing you can do. It will always look like, a terrible company, itna peak on there and everything. But I think companies like this, there is no way you can value it. You will have to look, because see, one way I understand aapka traditional mindset mein, if you look at it from that investing perspective, yes, it looks like a terrible bet. But on the other hand, you cannot deny the fact, right? Like habit change is happening. You cannot deny, like this is the future, right, of quick commerce. Whatever you tell, I don't think anybody would go to, from ordering, the habit is, I mean, I see myself, right? I don't even go to the grocery store right now. I mean, grocery store right now. It's always been, like Blinkit and Swiggy. And I know many people are doing the same thing. So I don't think people can ever shift from that, that psyche anymore, just like how people can no longer shift, like when Amazon took over, right? I mean, can you now go back, pre-Amazon era? No, it is the same thing. But yeah, I mean, I would say over here, more or less, if you're playing this bet, one thing I can tell, if you're playing bets like Eternal, Swiggy, Ixigo, and many other platform businesses, I can't remember right now, right? When you're playing these platform businesses, I can tell you one thing, since it becomes a high growth, high PE engine, the same PE also becomes its enemy. So if you're playing this, make sure you're that kind of a person who is very assertive and very quick or very swift in terms of cutting your positions. Because if you're that kind of person, who will be like, "Arey yaar, usko dekhte hai, let us see where it is heading, and then we will do," then you're going to get fucked over here. I can tell you that. Okay, like you are going to get stuck. You're going to lose all your money. As long as you're that active investor who knows when to put your money, when to get your money out, you are actively tracking this company, well and good, I would say. Otherwise, it becomes very very tough. If you're someone who's not into active tracking, then I wouldn't, I understand Eternal's company like Eternal and all, it becomes too tough. Anyways, the next company that we will be doing is in the decent space. Let us talk about a couple of companies. One is I also have two companies from last week, that is Lotus Chocolate and K-Sauce, that is it. We will talk about it later. But now in the decent factor, in the decent list that is there, we have AGI Greenpack. So first let us AGI Greenpack, that is it. Okay, AGI Greenpack jo hai, these people make glass bottles which you use in beer, whiskeys, even perfume ka jo bottle aata hai na, the glass bottle, these people manufacture that. Pure B2B business hai, that is it. Okay, इनका अगर आप देखते हो, sales grew by 21% on a year-on-year basis, and the PAT, that is there, PAT grew by 40%. Now a reason, because is earlier most of their capacity that is there, it is running at 95% utilization. In the last year, what they did, a couple of plants, they did a debottlenecking of that plants, थोड़ा capacity increase करने के लिए. Because of that only, this थोड़ा सा sales growth आया है. The other thing is उनका एक acquisition होने वाला था, which is the HNG का एक acquisition है, ठीक है, हिंदुस्तान नेशनल ग्लास बोल के. There is a company that they wanted to acquire. ये 2 साल से चल रहा है, इसका case is still in that NCLT. There has been no update over that. So that is one thing I can tell you. Other than that, if you see, these people are putting up another 2 plants. एक plant डाल रहे हैं मध्य प्रदेश में, which will be commissioned मध्य प्रदेश में, which will be commissioned by FY27 का end. This is mainly to cater to that northeast and central India. ये एक plant डाल रहे हैं, because the existing plants, like I told you, all the plants are running at 95% का capacity utilization. So that is why they need capex, and you do not know, right? Earlier उनका plan था, if you guys remember, I don't know how many of you are there, they wanted to double their sales by getting this HNG, Hindustan National Glass का acquisition. But unfortunately, for the last 2 years, this acquisition hasn't gone through, and they don't have any capacity right now. So they have to put up this capacity. So Madhya Pradesh में capacity डाल रहे 500 tons का. In Uttar Pradesh, they're also putting up another plant. The only difference is the Madhya Pradesh ka plant will be done by FY27, and it is for this glass bottles itself. But in Uttar Pradesh, what they're putting up, the plant, it is for this aluminium cans. You might have seen the Diet Coke, the Diet Pepsi you drink, right? That aluminium में जो आता है. This is the kind of packaging they want to do, because उनका अगर आप देखते हो ना, अभी 100% of the business is coming, not 100, I would say I would say 85 to 90% is coming from the glass bottles, and the other rest 10 to 15% is coming from the PET bottles. Okay, जो आपका 20 रुपए का कोको कोला आपको मिलता है ना, that kind of bottles they make. But glass में क्या problem है? Right now you see, right, many of the companies are moving away from glass, to the PET bottles or aluminium can. One is cost effective है, right? Obviously glass का price ऊपर नीचे आता रहता है, वो सिलिका का price, plastic का भाव में तो उतना कुछ difference नहीं होता है ना, it is the same only. And plastic is also like effective for you, like in terms of cost wise and everything. Right, so because of that, these people are also moving to that aluminum. They want to reduce their dependency thoda on the glass packaging and move towards aluminum. So this entire Uttar Pradesh, they're putting up 1 billion ka capacity hai, but this will get commissioned in March 2030, 5 years from now. So that is that. Again, decent result, nothing much great. There is a low base effect from last quarter, Q1 of FY25. That's it, nothing else interesting happening. It becomes very tough for them to even keep up the 20% ka growth phase, because again, like I told you, there is no capacity. Already they're running at 95% capacity utilization. It becomes tough. Then we have Bansal Wire Industries. अगर आप बात करते हो Bansal Wire Industries का, again these people make the steel wires and different kind of that wire that is used. Now इनका भी अगर आप देखते हो ना, sales is up by 15%, PAT is up by 25%. Now if you look at their guidance, they had guided for a volume growth of 25 to 30% का volume का guidance. In the PPT they haven't mentioned what has been the volume growth like, so that would give you a fair idea as to like where it is going to go. But having said that, ना इसका भी वही problem है. If you take that 1 year forward P, even if I'm being very bullish and everything, it comes up to like 40 to 50 in that range. Why would I want to pay for a 15% का growth engine 40 to 50 P? That is the thing. इनका भी capacity है. Another reason why this 15% का growth has come is in Q4 they had a new facility in Dadri which was commissioned. Okay, and it is right now, as of Q1 it was running at as of Q4 it was running at 40% capacity. Now because of this capacity इनको इतना growth आ रहा है. Probably if this capacity reaches, they might have to put up another capacity to cater to that. They're also doing another capex which is एक backward integration कर रहा है, ठीक है. They're doing this in order to obviously increase your margins and everything. उनका उसका भी देखना पड़ेगा. I would like to read the con call and see to understand where the volume growth is headed to. ठीक है. Then we have the two companies that we have in the decent list is Dodla Dairies and we have Parag Milk Foods. Okay, अगर मैं Dodla Dairies and Parag Milk Food का I will combine and talk about it. Just like how we spoke about Heritage and Hatsun in the previous videos. Heritage and Hatsun में क्या problem था? One is unseasonal rains. This time we had rains come in April and May compared to June and July, because of which the value added products जिसमें आपका margins high है, right? Like dahi, like curd, lassi and everything. There the sales didn't go through, so value added product का share घटा, margins got compressed. Okay. The other thing what happens, you see, when you talk about dahi, when you talk about lassi, these are perishable items, right? And obviously आपका sales गिर रहा है, बारिश के वजह से the sales are not going through. Then what is going to happen? You have to liquidate your inventory. If you have to liquidate your inventory, you have to sell it at cheaper. Like थोड़ा कम दाम में आपको बेचना पड़ेगा, right? So ये भी हो गया, ठीक है. One, because of seasonality, आपका demand got pushed, right? April and May was a really bad month, and on top of that, in order to liquidate your inventory, you had to give some discount. Price erosion हो गया, both compressed your margin. And the third thing, see, most of these इनका जो raw material क्या है for all this dairy company, which is milk, right? Nobody has a cattle farm of their own. These people, they work with a cooperative society, they work with a lot of farmers, right? And they procure milk from these farmers. Now यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है? The procurement price, right? The price about which you get your milk from, like Dodla Dairy gets its milk from cooperative societies or various other farmers. The price of the procurement of milk rose faster than that of your realization. Okay, so यहाँ पर भी और एक margin का compression हो गया, ठीक है? So lot of these problems are happening. The problems are same across the industry, whether it is Heritage, whether it is Hatsun, whether it is Dodla, whether it is Parag Milk Food, ठीक है? इसके वजह से आप देख सकते हो all these companies that are there in the dairy segment, इनका जो guidance that has been given for this year, right? It has been missed by a huge margin. Parag का guidance था 20%, Heritage का guidance था to reach around 9,000 to 10,000 crore, right? Everybody's guidance has missed. So if you look at Dodla also, Dodla का sales was up by 10%, PAT is down by 3%. Parag का अगर मैं बोलूँ तो sales is up by 12% and PAT is flat. So this is the problem over here. The problem is the same, and as a result, everybody has suffered. Why did I put it in decent is because if you look at the trend, one very common factor among all of the four companies, they're talking about हमारा जो April and May we suffered because of the seasonal rain, but in June we are seeing a recovery, right? Like that is what they're telling. So that is why I placed it in the decent list, not poison or not shit. It's not like something terrible has happened. Yes, this 2 months has been horrible for them, but it is purely on account of the seasonality factor आप बोल सकते हो. Then the third company that we will be doing, sorry, not third, 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, fifth company in the decent space. I actually forget count. The decent company is Latent View Analytics. I'm actually glad that I'm doing this, this entire GDPS ka series, because I'm reading about companies that I've never read in the past. Okay, so GDPS is an IT company. Unlike your traditional IT companies that mostly provide आपका SaaS का solution, cloud का solution, all of these service-based industries, these people in the same service-based here, but they work more on the data analytics. Whatever, let's say if you are in a hotel industry, if you are in a healthcare industry, and you need certain kind of information, these people provide that. Mota over here, if you look at it, the guidance to grow this year has been 20%, 18 to 20% उन्होंने बोला था, ठीक है. Now when you look at the sales, you see that the sales has grown by 31%, and you look at the PAT also, if you look at it, has grown by 20% in that range. So you might feel like भाई मतलब guidance दिया था 20% का, but किया sales 31% का, ठीक है. So you might feel like this is a classic case of under promise and over deliver, but that is again not the case, because in Q4, that is last quarter, these people acquired a company called as Decision Point, okay, which again Q4 में उन्होंने acquire किया था, and that revenue has been added to Q1 of last year. Decision Point का revenue नहीं था ना, because of this, अगर आप देखते हो, because of this ये 31% का growth आ रहा है. Now if I remove the acquisition, if I remove the acquisition, the growth is normal, which is 19.5% का growth ही आ रहा है, ठीक है. The only problem, see, these people are executing, it is a good company, there is no problem in terms of headwinds, although 90% of the sales is coming from the US का geography, there is no headwinds, management is very confident and everything. The only negative, I'll tell you two things over here. You might not see margins, margins can get compromised this year, and possible for even for the upcoming year. They're targeting a margins of around 20% or so. The reason is because these people are doing some expansion. They're doing they might not just expansion, they're doing some new investment. इसके वजह से the company has been very open and frank about the fact that margins का visibility probably is only 20 to 23%. The other thing over here is, although I think this is the best of the lot in the entire IT space, if you talk about it, when you compare TCS, when you compare Infosys, when you compare Wipro, LTI Mindtree, LTTS was 16% का growth, which was the highest among the IT space. This is a 20% का 20% का growth अगर आप भी लेते हो, which is organic growth. In spite of that also, I think it's better, but over here the problem is, again, if I take the 1 year forward ka P, it becomes a 20% ka growth engine at 40 to 50 ka P, that it comes in that range. So the problem is यहाँ पे P का re-rating like होना मुश्किल होता है at this point, right? It becomes very difficult, right? Because it becomes a high growth and low growth and high P का engine का category में आता है, ठीक है? So that is a problem. I would say only, although I'm putting it on a decent use only because of that. The valuations are probably a bit expensive, I would say, in that field, okay? Then we have RPEL, which is Raghav Productivity Enhancers Limited, okay? Again, this is another company that has posted a decent set of numbers. So what does Raghav Productivity Enhancers do is, you might have seen this steel furnace, right? Like steel furnace and even where you make glass bottles, like HI Green Pack, when they make glass bottles, they have this furnace, where itna heat रहता है. Now, they have to control this heat, right? Like see, if you have to get a desired product to be made, there is this heat का variation होता है. The heat on the inside of the furnace should be different than the heat on the outside, because inside में आप वो काम कर रहे हो, but outside में if उतना ही heat हो रहा है, then शायद आप काम नहीं कर पा सकते हो, right? So because of this, they use this metal called as, not metal, sorry, they use this product called as silica ramming mass, okay? SRM बोलते हैं उसको, silica ramming mass, which is made up of your raw material quartz जो है उससे बनता है. So they put this product inside the furnace to regulate the temperature, so it becomes easier for you to work. Whether आपको steel का product बनाना है, आपको glass बनाना है, you see, right? इतना सारा वो furnace का heat होता है, right? It is such a, like you क्या बोलते हैं, इतना heat, like 1000 degrees Celsius में जाता है, right? You understand what a furnace. I hope you're able to get what I'm trying to convey over here. So this is where that product product is used. Okay, now अगर आप इसका देखते हो sales is up by 30% but PAT is flat. Okay, one thing over here you will see कि like इसका जो sales growth था last year से, actually this is not I would say it's not a decent company, but this is that company that is turning from decent कैटेगरी से पॉइजन कैटेगरी में, ठीक है. सो इट इज गोइंग इन दैट रेंज, डिसेंट से पॉइजन कैटेगरी में हो रहा है, बिकॉज इसका जो पेस ऑफ ग्रोथ है ना वो कम होता जा रहा है, ठीक है. लास्ट ईयर अगर आप देखते हो इसका पेस ऑफ ग्रोथ आई थिंक वाज नॉर्थ ऑफ मोर देन 30-40% इन दैट रेंज इट वाज, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. ये क्या हुआ था लास्ट ईयर, वन ऑफ देयर कैपेसिटी दे पुट अप अ कैपेसिटी आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट ऑफ आई थिंक उनका 1.8L का कैपेसिटी था, विच दे इंक्रीज्ड इट अप टू लाइक 50% दे इंक्रीज द कैपेसिटी. ओके, एंड बिकॉज दिस कैपेसिटी वेंट लाइव लास्ट ईयर, उसके वजह से वो ग्रोथ आ गया. नाउ अगेन दैट कैपेसिटी इज बीइंग कंप्लीटली यूज्ड राइट नाउ, ऑलमोस्ट 80-95% का यूटिलाइजेशन चल रहा है. सो ऑब्वियसली यू कैन नॉट ग्रो एज इट डिड लाइक लास्ट ईयर. सो दिस इज एंड दे डोंट हैव एनी मोर प्लान्स ऑफ केपेक्स और इंक्रीजिंग द कैपेसिटी और पुटिंग अप एडिशनल कैपेसिटी. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट क्या हो रहा है ना, इसका जो पेस ऑफ ग्रोथ हो रहा है ना कम होता जा रहा है. सो दिस इज दैट कंपनी विच इज ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ टर्निंग पॉइजन इफ another capacity expansion doesn't come up for them. Okay, and they have no plans, as much as I know they don't have any plans. And the other thing over here is with Raghav Productivity Enhances is, if you look at it last time, it was a 60% का growth engine available at probably like 40p, somewhere in that range. Like what I'm trying to convey is it was a high growth low p engine. अभी क्या हो रहा है, अभी उल्टा हो रहा है. इट इज अ लो ग्रोथ हाई पी इंजन. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इन द अर्लियर केस इन द लास्ट ईयर, सिंस इट वाज हाई ग्रोथ एंड लो पी, आपका ईपीएस का एक्सपेंशन भी हो रहा था एंड ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट पी रेटिंग हो गया. नाउ क्या हो रहा है, उल्टा हो रहा है, ठीक है. लो ग्रोथ हाई पी, सो क्या होगा, व्हेन द ग्रोथ कम्स डाउन पी का डी रेटिंग होना चालू हो लगेगा. सो दिस इज दैट वेरी गुड एग्जांपल ऑफ डिसेंसिव पॉइजन होना. Then you have Sagar Cements that is there, which is another company that has done, I would say, decent. Okay, if you look at the entire cement space, we covered Nuvoco Cements that did around 10% ka growth. We did Indian Cements which did around flat. Then we had JK Cements which did around 15-20% if I'm not wrong. Sagar Cements has done way more than that of JK Cement. ठीक है, Sagar Cements का अगर आप देखते हो 20% का growth हुआ है, sales growth. PAT not much, and these people are guided for a volume growth of 8-10%, which they will be able to do this year aram se. Okay, a part of it is coming over here is because again a lot of these real estate commercial projects, infrastructure projects related, which was subdued in the last Q1. Okay, Q1 of FY25 में a lot of them got commissioned in the Q4 of this last year. Q4 में everything came back up. So obviously there is a base effect. I would say with any cement companies, although many cement companies are doing 15-20% का growth, one thing for me डर लगता है in terms of cement company over here is this even sustainable, right? Like, and I think उसका answer मिलेगा probably only in H2 or H2 of this year, because that time this base effect would not be there. Okay, ये भी एक capex कर रहा है, ठीक है. These people are increasing the capacity that is there, in one of their plants that is there, they're increasing the capacity. So all in all, a good I would say decent, I wouldn't say good, it is a decent set of numbers. So if I have to segregate now, like I would say Eternal has been good, I would say it has been good. But if you talk about decent has been AGI Greenpack, Bansal Bios, Dodla Dairy, Parag Milk Foods, Latent View, RPL, Raghav Productivity Enhances Limited, and then I would say Sagar Cement. Okay, so I would say these are the decent companies from the 19th of July. Then we have poison companies that are there. And guys, if you want to understand how to classify these companies, how to read the companies, get the investment checklist workshop, right? That is the only way you'll be able to do it. But anyways, let's just talk about the poison companies that are there. The first poison company I will talk about is Lotus Chocolate. Okay, अगर मैं Lotus Chocolate का बात करूँ ना, यहाँ पे if you look at it, the sales is up by 12%, PAT is down by 56%. If you remember, the same time last year इसका sales was growing at 400-500%. Now see, this is a classic case of the how do I tell you, the classic case of like high base and low base, because last time क्या हुआ था, उसका base ही कुछ नहीं था, ठीक है. So when compared to that low base, they were able to whatever they did, anything looked better than that. But last year इतना high base में again to do that 200-100% का growth is not possible. And they'll come back to again because they'll come back, इसका शायद B2C भी they are not focused on B2C, pure B2B line है. And एज अ रिजल्ट इसका ग्रोथ आ भी नहीं रहा है, ठीक है. सो दैट इज दैट थिंग. पैट इज ऑल्सो डाउन 56%. दिस इज अ प्योर पॉइजन स्टॉक राइट नाउ एट दिस पॉइंट. Again, there is no information available. As you know, I covered this company in I got with a like मैंने बहुत जुगाड़ किया. I literally like called from a number on Google and LinkedIn and called. They have a store actually. And let me tell you the jugaad what I did. They have a store in Andhra Pradesh or somewhere. They have a store, and I got the number from Google, called it. That guy connected me to somebody in the office. I told them I want to place an order, like a huge bulk order. I lied, and then they connected me to the main office. The main office connected me to the some other guy. Some other guy connected me to the, I think, the company secretary, and then they were kind enough to answer the questions that I had. So yeah, but overall I don't think it can grow because nobody knows इसमें क्या हो रहा है भाई. मतलब B2C में जा रहे हो, B2B में हो, and they were also telling कि हमारा जो capacity है, we are not going to increase the capacity. We have enough capacity to do so. The only thing was even although Reliance acquired them, we do not know what Reliance is doing with them, right? Like are they using it for their own B2C का distribution या B2B? No clue. So I would say this is a pure poison stock, I would say. Then we have KSolves. Okay, very interesting company KSolves है. KSolves is another poison company. अगर मैं बात करूँ तो let me just get my notes. हाँ. So KSolves is again an IT company. It is a very small IT company. Okay. So यहाँ पे if you look at KSolves, I still remember the first video I did in KSolves. I got so much gari from you guys when I told this is a at that time I should tell pace of growth cut try, be careful about this company. But anyways, इसका भी sales is up 19% and PAT is down 28%. And historically if you look at KSolves, they've had a margin of 40%. And now they're telling कि like भाई मेरा 40% का margins कभी नहीं होगा, probably 20 to 23%. Do not expect the 40% ka margins anytime soon or anywhere in the future, because these people are doing some investment. Inka the main reason for the PAT to not be visible is ki they have a lot of ESOP cost that is coming this year, and they have opened an office in UAE. So there is that one time thing, and a lot of senior hiring is also going on. So because of that operating margin has been a miss. The main reason with KSolves is, I'll tell you, KSolve ka pace of growth is coming down, right? It used to be, I still remember because I played this game by the way, iska jo tha, there was a point where it used to grow by 60 to 80%, and it was a 60 to 80% ka growth engine, I think available at like 12 to 14p. It was less than 20p. Okay, so kya hua, low high growth, low p rating hua. In fact, the p rating happened in one quarter. This was that one company where it was like you open and close your eyes, you just blink your eyes, p ka rating ho gaya in less than one quarter. I still remember that time iska jo stock price, it went up from 450 to around 960 rupees, in a very short period of time. And to be very honest, I didn't have a big allocation over here because at that time these people used to not do any con call, kuch nahi tha, ek sirf PPT tha, and you had to take a decision based on that, and my allocation was probably like 2 to 3%. Like I'm being very honest over here, so that is why like I don't consider this as like a good play in my portfolio at least. And then what happened, they did the first con call, I still remember that, and in the first con call they mentioned going forward our base is getting bigger, we will not be able to do the 60-80% ka growth hum dekh rahe the, we will do 40% ka growth. After that the first con call that they mentioned, they have never been able to do forget 40 se wo kam karta hi gaya 80 60 40 20 abhi 20 kar raha hai. Can you imagine how the pace of growth has been coming down and coming down? Think about it, pehle tha wo low p high growth, theek hai, 80 100% का growth था, and it was available at 12 to 15p. Now it is उल्टा, ठीक है, आपको 60-80p देना पड़ेगा probably for a 20% का growth engine. So obviously ना यहाँ पे P rating नहीं होगा when you have a low growth and high P engine, and on top of that margins are getting compromised over here, right? They're very open about the fact that margins नहीं मिलने वाले हैं. So obviously जब margins नहीं है, EPS का growth कैसे बढ़ेगा, right? So and for a stock you need both, you need P rating as well as EPS का expansion. So how will that happen? So that is why I would say this is a pure poison stock. Other than that, we have Control Print. Okay, Control Print जो है, these people make various kinds of how do I put this, various kinds of printer जो आपका FMCG industries में use होता है, ठीक है, and they also make this printer का ink. Now very special factor about them is जो इनका ink, whatever ink that is used in the printer, now only these people can make it, like other people can't make it. So that is, I think, in one way they get that recurring sale. Here is the thing, a lot of y'all keep arguing with me over moat and everything, right? Now with Control Print also, the kind of product that they make, only there are 4 players in the industry that make these kind of of product, and these people have 20% market share in India, right? And it is not a small deal having 20% market share. Think about it. You make that kind of a product which nobody else can make, and you are, if somebody buys that printer from you for that ink, they only have to come to you because only you are making that ink. And on top of that, you're one of the very few people, in this industry that is there. एक मोट भी है आपका, एक हाई बैरियर इंडस्ट्री भी है आपका, in the entry level. In spite of all these things, think about it, इसका जो sales है, sales hardly grew, right? Sales hardly grew by 13% and PAT is down by 35%. Okay, so think about it. इतना high barrier entry, इतना moat, everything is there, right? Which we learn in the classic investing books. But ultimately, now do you understand? जब growth नहीं है, everything goes out of the window. Nothing else matters. This is why I tell आप investment checklist workshop खरीद लो, because I have connected, their growth with every single parameter. Once you understand the concept of growth, once you understand the concept of, the pace of growth, right? Everything will make sense to you, because जब growth खत्म होता है ना, ultimately आपका सब problem आते हैं. वहाँ पे margins में problem आते हैं, receivables में problem आते हैं, inventory में problem आते हैं, every single thing. It's like a ticking time bomb, you can tell, the pace of growth coming down. ठीक है? So this is another poison stock जिसका pace of growth has continuously come down. Then we have Havells that is there. I think this video is going to be very long because yesterday there were probably like 30 companies odd that has come with results, so I have to like cover everything. I hope you all stay with me until then. Anyways, then we have Havells. Havells, again, if you look at the consolidated sales hardly, it degrew by 6%, right? Now the main reason over here is, the sales degrew by 6% is, unlike Polycab, KA and everything, which is a pure wire and cable segment, Havells has a certain part coming from, Lloyd, which is their AC का segment. And इस बार अगर आप देखते हो, AC का segment degrew, right? Because think about it, Lloyd का, by the way, AC का segment degrew by 34%, right? 34, imagine 3-4%. वहाँ पे EPAC का sales degrew by 15. Havells का Lloyd का division degrew by 34. I can only imagine what PGL is, का क्या हालत होगा, because they have a huge segment coming from ACs. It would be very interesting to watch. Anyways, so because of that, इसका sales का aberration has been so much. But one positive thing about over here is, अगर आप देखते हो Havells का the wire and cable division, that grew by 26%. And I'm really surprised, because if you remember Polycab का wire and cable division grew by 31. Havells का is growing by 26%. I do not know what is happening in the wire and cable industry, because all of a sudden the demand which looked muted in the last year, it feels like there is a revival of demand that is happening. So I'm very interested to catch up with the con call of Polycab, Havells, and the entire wire and cable industry is something that I'm looking forward to, because it's been a long time where we've seen the entire wire and cable division grow by north of 30%. So this is the only good thing that I picked up from Havells, is the wire and cable division is doing well, and that is making me want to look forward to. Other than that, उनका lighting का division में there is no growth because price का erosion हो रहा है. FMEG, like I told you, FMEG का main sales, that is their fans, ACs, coolers and everything, completely it has been distorted compared to last year because of the summer that we've had has not been that strong. I'm considering it as poison over here because one, sales का degrowth हो रहा है. You have other companies on over in the same space such as Polycab, which is doing really well. आज KAI का result, it will be very interesting to see what KAI does, because KAI is a very good pure play wire and cable company. ठीक है? Then we have Rajratan Wires, and then we have Ultratech Cement Co. ठीक है? Rajratan Wires, Rajratan Global Wires का है. इनका अगर आप देखते हो, they had given a guidance in terms of volumes, to grow in like 10% in that range. Volume has been up by 8%. अगर आप देखते हो, sales is up by 12%. And यही बोल रहे हैं कि like इसका जो sales है, it could have been much better, but a lot of the orders, the shipment में, it is still in the shipment, it's still in transit. So because of that, the order has not been executed properly. But having said that, यही ना, इसका भी वही है, 12% का growth लेके आप क्या करोगे इस market में, right? Like it makes no sense. Then Ultratech Cement Co is another one जिसका भी वही scene है. Sales is up 13%, PAT is up 50%. But over here, although I think if you look at the entire cement company, we have Sagar Cement 20%, JK Cement 15%. Then we have Nuvoco 10%, Indian Cement flat, Andhra another shit company. But Ultratech Cement has done 13, so I would say it is probably the third player in the space. But वही market cap is 3,70,000 crore. 3,70,000 crore market cap में आपको 13% का growth मिल रहा है, which I understand it is at that base it is great, but it becomes very hard for a shareholder to make money at that base. मतलब how will the PE rating happen, right? Like imagine 3.5 करोड़ का मार्केट कैप को डबल करने में लाइक इट विल टेक सो मच टाइम. एंड द प्रॉब्लम विद सीमेंट इंडस्ट्री, इट इज़ अ लोकलाइज्ड बिजनेस, राइट. एक स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट जाने में इतना दिक्कत होता है. फॉरगेट अबाउट एक्सपोर्ट्स का देयर इज नो वे एट ऑल. बट एक स्टेट से दूसरा स्टेट में जाने में दिक्कत होता है. एक स्टेट से दूसरा स्टेट में प्राइसिंग का अलग अलग होता है. सो इट्स नो वे इट कैन डबल द मार्केट कैप probably even in like 2 to 3 years which can give it a PE rating. So that is why I would say it is a poison company, right? It wouldn't, like, having these kind of companies, it wouldn't move your portfolio. Maybe you might not lose money, but also at the end of the fact you wouldn't make money either. Okay, whoa, this is a 40 minutes video. I think it's going to be longer than that. Anyways, I think I should have done the video in 2 parts, but anyways we are at the end of it. Let's just talk about a few companies, that is the shit companies that are there. We have ACL and CIE. ACL is again ACL is Andhra Cement Limited. I covered it, right? No sales, absolutely shit, good for nothing. Then we have CIE, that is their CIE Automotives. ये जो है जो CIE का main company है, it is a subsidiary. Forging बनाते हैं, forging all this metallurgy related. Sales is up 3%, good for nothing again. Then we have something called as Lakshmi. What is this? Lakshmi, I forgot the name of this company. LYNMC. It's something called as Lakshmi Machine Works or something. Again, absolute shit company, good for nothing. There is no little sales growth at all. Then we have Mahindra Logistics, which is Mahindra and Mahindra Group का subsidiary, जो logistic solution provide करता है. Again, sales is down by 14%. Shit company, good for nothing. Haven't done anything in its life. Net Triples, another shit company. Then we have क्या Net Triples है. SSLLEL बोल के कंपनी है. I forgot what was the full form of this company, because again that is also another shit company. Then we have S&T Corp, okay, जो S&T Corp जो है, जो लैंड का डेवलपमेंट करता है, which is a real estate company. Again, sales is down by 3%, absolute shit. Then we have Super company बोल के एक है. I don't know what, I forgot the name over here. SUPER is the script code. These people make the textiles, textile related है. Again, okay, they have 2 things. They also manufacture textile and they manufacture gears. मतलब wow, talk about industries, like एक automotive में, एक textile में, they do both of it under their company. Again, another shit company, good for nothing, no sales growth, nothing. Then we have Tokyo Plast, that is there. Tokyo Plast जो है, these people make this containers, plastic containers. आपका जो टिफिन का डब्बा होता है, right, those, आपका जो cold storage boxes, आपका जो thermos, all of these different types of containers that are there, they make this. Again here they make this under their brand called Pinnacle. I've never heard about it. Have you guys heard about this? Let me know. So again, this is another shit company. Sales is up by 5.8, no margins, ROE is negative. I mean, you just stay away from all these companies, I would say. Then you have this Venti, Yogi, ZSV, all these are penny stocks, absolute shit. I don't want to waste my time talking about all of this, horrible. So just to give you a summary over here, that really good, I wouldn't say really good, because Eternal has a long way to go. मुझे सिर्फ एक ही डर लगता है Eternal का कि like मुझे डर लगता था Eternal का कि like भाई ये इतना expansion कर रहे हैं, growth कर रहे हैं कि like इसका पूरा margin सीना गायब हो जाए, that is also a very good possibility. But considering the fact इसका margins are improving, on top of that very rapid aggressive expansion, it has been a very good set of number, I would say. Eternal, not very good set of numbers, I would say. Eternal, it would be very interesting to see what Swiggy does, because if Swiggy does shittier than Eternal, it would give it even more push over here, because race hai na ultimately. Decent is AGI Greenpack, Bansal Buyers, Dodla Dairy, Parag Milk, Latent View, Raghav Productivity Enhancers Limited, and Sagar Cement. Poison is Case Salts, Control Print, Havels, Rajratan Global Wise, Ultratech Cement. Then we have shit companies like, why do you even want to know them? They're absolute shit, right? Like ACL, CIE, Lakshmi Machine Works, Mahindra Logistics, Super, ST Corp, SSLEL, Tokyo Plastics, Venti, and something called as Yogi. So all these are like absolute shit companies. So yesterday has been great because I have analyzed companies that I would never even look, like cement industry is one thing. I would have never even looked past it. Now I'm really grateful that I've done it. I think there were like 35 companies yesterday. But anyways, today is another day. We will be analyzing all those companies today and I'll make a video tomorrow. And anyways, that's it guys about today's video. And I hope I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.